Hello. Welcome to my stream. Today is the late night talks with romantic developer, and it's 137 episode of this series, which is pretty a lot. We have 15 episodes left till I have 152 days of consecutive stream challenge. Today was a little rough. It's the most latest time when I start the stream. And it's because today was Thanksgiving and tomorrow is day after Thanksgiving, which is Black Friday. So I'm in the middle of these 2 days in Pacific time zone. In East Coast already 7 a.m. There are some stores which should be opened, maybe like Walmart. And I believe there is, I don't like shopping on Black Friday, especially in offline stores, not online, offline in the stores, because there are so many people. They run like crazy. They try to catch something, and yeah, of course, in some stores there are some good deals. I will not adopt it, but in many stores, I have a feeling like day before Black Friday, everyone says like it would be $1,000, and on Black Friday it would be like cross out and say, okay, it's $500. But like months ago, it also cost like $500, maybe 550. Surely not 1,000. Maybe it's not only my impression. Please share yours. And yeah, about Thanksgiving, it's even we not native. I mean native in terms not Native Americans, but native to America. So we're not born here, but yeah, our life has such a past that we live here for such a time, several years already. Less than 10, but more than 5. Yeah, still less than 10. We don't have any citizenship, but probably it will be fixed in next year, maybe. Who knows? Okay, but Thanksgiving Day is a very nice and very touchable as day in terms that it's very close to our views on the life, maybe with our religion and everything else, because it's just provide your thanks basically for most of for all of what you have in your life. Like you should be thankful and grateful for God who creates all of those, even if you call God as, I don't know, universe and one chance in a million or milliard or billion or hundreds billion, etc. Believe me, it's very small chance for you to live, for our universe to exist, and so on, and to our mother nature, which created all which surround us, like all the animals, all the plants, air, water, and ground, everything we see. So we could breathe, we could eat, and we could eat so nicely, and so on. Of course, you could call it some different word, but yeah, the fact is here, a lot of things created in this world, and we're not eating just, I don't know, we don't eating just pumpkins, let's say that. Oh, yeah, I really don't know what would be the bad way. Maybe corn. I saw the Interstellar, and because of some dust, winds, and so on, the only thing they can grow it was corn. So we don't eat only corn. We have water, we have multiple foods, and even poor families could yeah allow some food for themselves, especially on Thanksgiving Day. And of course, we should be thankful for all the situation we had in our life before, because all the situation helped us to become better, to gain a lot of wisdom, to gain our learnings in this life, and after all, yeah, become who we are with people which are with us in place where we are. And of course, we should be thankful all of the people who, because of which we come here, and we should be thankful to all the people who with whom we live right now, because they also provide us some lessons and some joy, or some, brain exercise, how to communicate with them, and so on and so on. So I don't say it's all easy lessons or very enjoyable lessons, but they are very valuable lessons for our life. And of course, we should be grateful for all the future events which await us in the future, for all the people who we meet, for all the people who will be with us in the future, and for all the events which we come through. So happy Thanksgiving Day. Hopefully today or sometime soon you will find a few minutes to think about how you are thankful to others for what you have, or at least you should be thankful. Of course, yeah, it's very hard to be thankful, but it's not so hard at least to understand the value of that. Hopefully you will do. Of course, maybe not, but that means that your path just started, and that maybe even understanding that it would be a good achievement for you. If you already understand that may be some even more valuable life lessons lies ahead of you. So welcome to the journey of life. Okay, so I think it would work as my personal reflection of the day, that part. I start my stream so late because today we had some time for evening, for yeah, for our evening ceremony, for after talks, yeah, at the table, at the evening, and other things. We decided to watch some movies as a family, and most of us watched some good old movie which was pretty long. And I understand that right now it's time of movies, of course. If some special movies with cool special effects about future, about some mystical words, etc., etc., etc. And there are such movies before as well. But for some reasons, when you watch a movie from past, especially good movie, nice movie, of course you receive some very nice energy, some warmth and cozy energy of the past, and you think, oh, the past was nice. Actually, maybe, but future is also nice, and the good thing we could build it ourselves. So let's look at the future, maybe just learn from the past, and yeah, do what we can to make the cozy future for our kids, for the humanity, whatever. Okay, what's next? Yeah, also we talked a little about the state of the things in the world, in the family, about some plans. So it was really late night talks inside the family, and yeah, they're very worth it. And because I don't have any clean schedule, I moved my stream for pretty late time, or pretty early time for some of us, probably. Yeah, that's it. So will we do anything with our stream today? So actually I thought about that, but let's think what we can do. Oh, my computer fall asleep, so I couldn't wake it up very quickly. It's how I try to connect to that, and it's a now it's waking up, but it's still not wake up completely. So because of it, I couldn't connect to that. So now I should try again. Okay, why connect to another computer? Because it's computer where I have I want to say most recent version of my code, but no, most recent version of my code already in GitHub. Probably I could connect to GitHub, you know, and yeah, get the latest version locally. But yeah, for some reason I decided still to go and now I don't remember clearly if I'll committed everything to GitHub or not. Let's double check. So we have our projects. Come on. Hey computer. We have our projects in GitHub which called YouTube AI Helper. It's not only YouTube, of course. It will work with multiple files. So we have YouTube AI Helper and some features, etc., etc. Yeah, main feature of our script are right now in public access for Python helper. It's so many files we have here, and it's allow us to download any YouTube video, convert it, extract audio from it, convert it to OGG. Downloading any YouTube video includes streams, live streams, which are going or just finished. You know that YouTube then try to process those streams, and sometimes even if you're owner of the stream, you couldn't download it very fast unless you record it on like here locally. But here it's all possible. So then it would be transcription, automatically transcribe audio using OpenAI Whisper API. Then it would be prompt execution. We have multiple options to execute prompts. Prompts could be executed over content, over subtitles, SRT content, and they could be executed if you even specify schema for the response. So in prompt, you have prompt.schema JSON. It will return the result using that schema. It's a recent feature of OpenAI ChatGPT model, ChatGPT 4 model. So it's all support now structured response. With it, if you need data in some shape, you will receive data in some shape. Or sometimes you could receive empty array, for example, but you could specify schema, JSON schema of the shape you want to receive, which is very valuable thing if you expect something very special. Because before you could ask ChatGPT to return you something, some JSON, but sometimes it's returning you something before that, after that, some comments, and sometimes not JSON you really expect. Of course, you could provide multiple examples, etc., and it will work mostly nice, but with that structured output, it just works just nice, without mostly nice. Okay. And also, we recently added the thing, which is not described here in our intersection, but we also could set up Google API credentials. And when we have new option, update YouTube, if you download video from YouTube or we create some videos, file details, txt with YouTube ID, it will go and update that video in YouTube if you have access to it, of course, and it will update some details like title, description, keywords, and we provide those default configuration like generic, which could generate you that better chapters, description, keywords, and so on. Better chapters actually is utilized in description field. We have that string has better chapters, and it generates that better chapters. And yeah, we do replacement. Replacement is also automatic. We could do as many replacement as we wish. The only thing, we should have prompt with that name, and once we execute all of them, as the last steps, it goes through all the prompt results, and if it see that variable name in the prompt, it try to find if we have some file like that, and yeah, it will do the replacement. So we also had some I believe Google Docs, yes, and we have some doc about current and future plans, and I believe we need to add new slide here. So it was when we created that document, we had only those things. Now we have like, what do we want actually? We want all of those things, and that is where we are right now. So let's update few of these things, because we already, maybe we could use those things. We already are in better shape than before. Why? Because we already implemented that, and even we updated our GitHub with those things. The only thing we just need to update, where's the text color? I see border color, it's background color, it's white. It's what? Border color. Where is the text color? Highlight color. Probably it is. So let's move here and say, okay, that looks good. So schema for response format. I believe we implemented that as well. We need to test that thing if it's working as expected right now, but I believe it's no. Why it's so? Oh, it's not text, it's highlight. And we just need to do transparent here. Yes. We updated prompt for shorts. Again, let's make it slightly more. But yeah. Update AI helper to support structure output. That could be go as dark red. Hey, that could go as a dark red. Dark red. And let's make text color as white so it would be readable. Okay, and we still need to do update prompt for shorts. It's already, we have that prompt, but I don't think it's super cool. It's something we probably need to update. So let's make it white. It's plugin for Adobe Premiere Pro. Yeah, I'm big guy. Sorry. you don't see full the details, but yeah, it's Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm looking on the screen where I see what I'm showing. So that is plugin for Adobe Premiere. So build resources, video cards, generated SRT word level SRT for dynamic captions. Basically, let's say, let's just select that. and move at least something, because we already started doing something here. So let's mark it as very light color, which goes to red. That thing, we just look it into that MOGRT in Adobe After Effects for caption highlight, because we want to do caption highlight effect. And it looks like Adobe Premiere Pro doesn't have any API to do that, except we need to insert video text effect. It's called MOGRT effects. So template for graphics, yeah, graphics template probably. Graphics template, MO graphics template. And we could specify some text there, and probably it could highlight it. So we need to learn Adobe After Effects for that, because it should be created in Adobe After Effects. And I look in Adobe After Effects maybe 20 years ago last time, and I don't ready to do it right away. Also, local whisper. Let's maybe slightly change it from the dark red to not so dark red. Why? Oh, do we have any darker? Yeah, like this. Why? Because why it's not in the middle? Okay, now it's in the middle. Local whisper is supported, but not with our Python implementation, but with our batch implementation. So batch implementation work only with local whisper. Python work only with SDK version of whisper. Local whisper is good, but we go with SDK version because it's better in multiple things. In performance, it's create much better quality, and so on and so on. But we had a feeling that we could ask and teach our local whisper to do the same type of results. When we did some exercises and install PyTorch library with CUDA support locally in Windows, our performance become much cooler. And at nearly at the same time, Whisper they announce and create new model which is called Turbo, which is mostly like 10 times faster than large model, but at the same time it's very good quality model, much better than medium, for example, or small or tiny. So it's much better. It's work fine with multiple languages and not so good English like mine. But I believe that large version 3 is still slightly better, but of course it's take 10 times more to execute. So it's very long, and maybe it's fine if you don't want to pay a few cents for Whisper SDK call. But yeah, also we looking into free models for prompts like Llama if you don't want to pay OpenAI for their SDK calls. So it's something to look into. And here we think maybe we could improve that quality of Whisper transcription, which we run locally, because quality is slightly worse than an SDK call. So it's what we still want to do. Web-based program with rich settings and microservices with prompt transcription and so on. We just want to create what we have our local as a script to just has a nice web interface, and no anyone can go log in, upload, or just provide URL link, and it will do everything for you. Nice. Of course, it wouldn't be. It needs some cost for hosting, for executing, and so on and so on. So we need to. I have some very initial version of it. Then I lost the code. Now I found the code, but I don't want to update my code. I rather want to rebuild it from scratch. And it's something I also looking at implementing. Okay. And also we have several additional things like some Azure database search for vector, basically vector search. So if we will process multiple videos from the channel, sometimes we want to find something in this video transcripts and that will allow us to find something similar. You can say, I want to find all the places where I talked about hot dogs, and it will find all the places like Azure Search. It's vector database, and normally it's can find any proximity words or senses. It could find you, of course, like hamburgers, but also it could find cheeseburger, hot dogs, and so on and so on. So some food, and then it could find less specific things, even less. And I thought if we have like in my case, I just think if I have like hundreds or several hundreds of streams, and I just want to find all the places where I talk about something and maybe build some meaningful video even from multiple sources, maybe it could help me. So it's my dream, but let's see if I could implement that. Again, unless you will provide me another dream which I could do on my streams, but right now on my streams I built something to support my streams. By the way, this current tool is working just nice. If you look here, I provided that tool. So basically here, Python, Py, full process, update YouTube, and I executed yesterday right after the stream. You see, it was also pretty late. And you see, today is our stream number 137, but I did 136, and it's downloaded it. You see, it took some time to download. So if you will look, it downloaded web page only at 3:23. It start download, and it download in 6 minutes. So it took 6 minutes to download my yesterday stream, about of 2 hours, and then it took some time to convert my stream to OGG, and stream time was 1 hour 35 minutes 23 seconds, and it took about, it's converted it at speed 52x, so it took 52 times less time than that time, so maybe a few minutes. And then we sent that for transcription. Then we received transcription and preserve all the transcripted details, and then we try to execute all the API calls. We received some too many requests, but we repeated it, and then we saved responses of all our prompts, updated variables in description because we have variable, and we updated video with the same ID, but we provided new title: Unlocking YouTube Secrets, Late Night Developer Talks, and Live Stream Challenges. Yeah, yesterday my internet was very bad. So that's it. I just executed it after stream, and you can see description of my previous stream. It's very nice. Has all the details, video chapters, keywords, title, everything is up to date. So, but what could be even nicer, because I see what I do. Yes, what I do with other videos. I'm helping like my wife with some channels, etc. Of course, the even nicer thing would be to let's maybe create that script. Let's just say duplicate site, and let's call Python script upgrades. So we thought about multiple things. Let's think about Python script upgrade. So what we could do with Python script. Come on. Let's slightly move that thing. So we don't have, so maybe it would be local whisper. Let's remove that. We will have it in some different form. I mean, immediate local whisper. Do we want it? Probably yes, but let's call it something gray because we still need to look into that. It's not complex at all. I mean, I just don't need it right now. So all of those things right now we don't need. Let's remove it. Okay, and let's remove that as well. So we have shorts. We have, so that we don't need that web-based thing because we, come on, how to remove that? Okay. Okay, let's move it slightly above. We have title, description, keyword. We have video section, chapters. It's all we have. We have schema, response validation, and short ideas. And it's not right now any bot or Azure search. It's not what we are looking in this implementation right away. So we have update YouTube video properties. After we received all of those, so let's we have maybe that elbow connector. Okay, nice. We connected that. So let's move it slightly down and response as well. Okay, so what we have here, what I want to implement, what I'm using a lot as some temporary step right now for different videos is I want to improve transcript. So here, let's even just move it somewhere here, and let's just create some. No, I don't want 06. I want that thing. Come on. Is it a way to copy that? All of those? Copy. And paste. Okay, now I could. Yeah, we don't need that number here. So maybe it would be something different. Maybe if we want, oh, I don't know. Okay, let's call that transcript SRT plus text. And why I'm thinking about that thing? Because so we received that transcript SRT plus text, and why I need updating that? Because actually I'm using it to update video transcript in it, using that transcript instead of what YouTube can generate. YouTube, especially not for English, sometimes could do mistakes and could do quite bad mistakes. For example, even for video which are in similar languages like Russian and Ukrainian, and you say it's Ukrainian channel, it's Ukrainian videos, it's Ukrainian languages. Sometimes, for some reason, it identifies such videos as Russians, and then okay, looks like it's Russian. Especially when you start the video with some words which are similar in Ukrainian and Russian, and say, okay, maybe it's Russian. And it didn't look as that you marked everything as Ukrainian. You don't have any Russian words on your channel, but it will put automatic translation, automatic video languages as Russian, and of course it would be some mess. And sometimes you talk about some specific words, specific terms, and it's again trying to guess and guessing not right. So if come on, yeah, automatic video transcription, it's not worthy in many cases if you're talking about something not in English. So what I'm doing, once I receive those transcripts, I want to so I want to execute OpenAI prompt to fix transcript. Okay, let's mark that as not ready. So which color we could use? Let's use maybe something dark green, dark gray, sorry. So after that, of course, we want to return that thing back to the transcript. Maybe something like that. Okay. Okay, it's slightly messy, but okay, so it would be one of the step. Execute OpenAI prompt to fix transcript. Maybe fix, let's call it fix, improve transcript. Nice. And also an update here, I would also want to update transcript in the video as well. So let's go that elbow. Okay. Update YouTube video with proper transcript. Okay, and it would be another thing which I want to do here. And also I have no idea how to make it work on the same level. Okay, anyway. Okay, so, oh, I see some bad line. So we want to improve transcript. We want to update YouTube video with proper transcript. So it would be like upload SRT in proper language. Maybe, we could add multiple languages here as well. Even good transcript is already good. I mean, YouTube could translate nice transcript, pretty nice. Bad transcript, when it's translating, sometimes it's translate opposite things than you talk. I saw it multiple times. It's so frustrating. Okay, so Z, and what else? I believe when I create some videos locally, I also want to provide, so because for example, I'm doing some video, I'm doing it locally, provide local video as input. So I also want to provide local video as input. Why? Not so visible, yes. Is it possible to select everything? Select all? Okay. If you move it slightly down, yeah, it's still good. And that will be moved up. Okay. Python script updates. So we want to do those three things. We want to support providing local video as input. We want to execute OpenAI prompt to fix improved transcript. And we want update YouTube video with proper transcript, upload to 13 proper languages. So after that, we will be able to, for example, when we work with local video, even before we can upload it to YouTube, we can generate all the proper things. And maybe instead of we want then update YouTube with, if we have a YouTube ID, we just can create file details. It's simple. So how is looking file details? It's looking like that. File details, and let's open it with Notepad. Hello. Okay, it's looking like this. YouTube ID equals something. Yes. And also we want to maybe put some video in some folder, execute it, and receive all of those immediately, even for local video. Interesting. Also, I really want to test. Yeah, diagramming in Google Slides, not the best thing I've seen, but okay, it's still nice. Also, I want to test it with multiple languages and see how generic prompts in one language work with other, and maybe we could update that thing to see other things. So, oh no, I just want to copy that thing, and let's say test multiple languages okay, with default prompts, test whisper prompt, no, additional optional language parameter. So we need to investigate. I don't like that shape. Okay, we could modify it. So we want to do some testing with languages. It's test multiple languages with default prompts. Let's call it English. In English, test whisper prompt and additional optional language parameter. Do we need it or not? So it's other things which I want to look into. So yeah, Python script upgrades. It would be first thing I want to finish. And. So of course we could test. So let me just find some video. So I'm preparing video on my desktop. Videos. For example, I have a video, very short video here. Let's create here video, and let's create something like new folder, test Ukrainian. Let's copy video here. Okay. Let's go to videos, cd test Ukrainian. And now we need to, so right now you see, I couldn't use my script as is. Why? Because it will, I could provide folder, but it will look for OGG file format, correct? We have that. And we have MP4. Yeah, it contains only video, audio row, but it's still, yeah. Of course, we can go here and rename it to OGG. Maybe we could do that. OGG. Yes. Nice. And it should work, probably. So let's return and let's execute Python main py, and what we want, transcribe and that folder. It would be videos test okr. Will it find that folder? Okay, it could find that video, which is fine. Because videos test UKR is relative to our current place where we execute the script, and it was able to find it. Okay, let's try to see here in videos. We have a lot of videos. Test Ukraine. And let's see if it was able to recognize it. No. It was able to automatically translate it into English, you know. So it's not what my wife told. It's her short video about something, but it was, you know, it was in Ukrainian, but because we specified language as English, it doesn't work. Yeah, it's why I said probably we need, even if in like our default prompts, probably we need to change it. Okay, let's call generic. Let's copy and let's copy and say paste, generic copy, and let's rename it to generic ukra. Okay, and let's do one change here. We could, I don't know, language UA or Ukraine, let's say Ukraine. Config, it would be the same, and prompts would be the same. So let's execute the same video. Let's say config folder, and let's call it configurations, generic hook. Code in invalid language format. Okay, looks like let's call it UA. I'm lazy to look how we should call it in Whisper. UA is not supported, type invalid. Okay. Okay, let's see languages. And to see the languages, maybe we need to look for GitHub Whisper. So Whisper, approach, nice, available nodes and languages. It's our nodes. You see, Turbo is 8-9 faster than large model. And languages we have also Ukrainian here, but how we could specify language? More example, show and tell. Okay, we use SRT, we use OpenAI limits platform. We want audio, no, not audio generation, but speech, text to speech, speech to text, speech to text. Okay, Whisper model, quick start, by default, translation, API reference, okay, supported languages. It has Ukrainian language. You know, let's try to see API reference. For some reason, you see it's not so fast. Let's do another call. And while we look at that call results, so we send voice, audio, speech. It's audio, speech. No, transcription. It's nice. Language optional. Will improve accuracy and latency. Prompt. The prompt should match the audio language. An optional text to guide the model styles and continue a previous audio segment. Or continue a previous audio segment, or continue. its response. Okay, ISO language codes. I'm so sorry, I don't know ISO language code for Ukrainian. It's UKUA, I believe. UK. Come on, UK. And what is United Kingdom? There is no United Kingdom. Maybe United Kingdom is code for, it's code for country. Okay. So it will be just, oh, UK. I'm sorry. UK. ISO. UK. Okay. So, and now if you could do that. Let's see about the prompts. Yes. Prompt. Improve quality of transcript generated by Whisper API. The model will try to match the style of the prompt, so it will be more likely to use capitalization and punctuation if the prompt does too. However, the current prompting system is much more limited than our other language models and only provide limited control over the generated audio. Here are some examples of how prompt can help in different scenarios. For example, following prompts improve the translation of the word DALL in GPT were previously written. The transcript is about OpenAI, which makes technology like DALL-E, DALL-E, GPT-3, and ChatGPT. To preserve the context of files that was split into segments, you can prompt the model with the transcript of the preceding segment. This will make the transcript more accurate, as the model will use the relevant information from the previous audio. The model will only consider the final 2 to 4 tokens of the prompt, ignore anything earlier. For multilingual prompts inputs, Whisper use a custom tokenizer. For English-only input, it uses standard GPT-2 tokenizer, which is both accessible through the open source Whisper Python package. Sometimes the model might skip punctuation in transcript. You can avoid this by using a simple prompt that includes punctuation. Hello, welcome to my lecture. Okay, the model may also leave the common filter words in the audio. If you want to keep the filler words in your transcript, you can prompt to contain them. Let me think like, okay. We've written different ways. I simplified to traditional Chinese, the model, okay. Oh, whoa, post-processing. So here, model Whisper consider only first 244 tokens of the prompt. But here we say that it will consider final 444 tokens of the prompt. Where is the truth? First to final. Post-processing. We start by providing instruction for GGP4 through the system prompt variable, similar to what we did in the prompt earlier. We can define our company and product names. A helpful assistant for the company Zitrix. Your task is to correct any spelling discrepancies in the transcript text. Make sure that the names of the following products are spelled correctly. only at necessary punctuation such as periods, commas, and capitalization, and use only the context provided. Transcribe audio file. So in that way, it will transcribe audio file, but that sync transcribe, it just create text value, and we need more complex prompt to fix SRT version. We already know that. We already know. Okay. So we already know everything. We saved. Let's check now generated videos, romantic developer. Okay. So now we are in English. It's word level, it's transcript. Yes. It's really nice. Let's try, just interesting to say Python config, and now we just try not to transcribe but to process prompts. We did some mistake. Process yes, prompts. And let's see why we do so many requests. We just did 4 requests and it's so many. Okay. So we did prompts. Let's see keywords. You know, even if we work with, oh, you see, description is fully in English. Description is fully in English. And title? Yeah, title is nice, but also in English. So looks like it's better to transcribe, translate prompts in different language. So if we have generic ukr, it means that we better to go that and translate in Ukrainian, and it would be provide much more consistent results. Of course, we can say here in title return result should be in Ukrainian language. Okay, and we could also go to description, and we can also go to better chapters. Okay, and now if we will execute the same thing once again, I will receive all the second title too. Yasnotka Plemova. Not exactly proper translation. It's probably transcribed not nice. That's why we need to improve that transcript. Yeah. So not all the translation is nice. That's probably why we need go back and consider something like, that improving reliability. And I like post-processing with ChatGPT. It's what I'm doing with some of videos which I work with. And it's here. Execute OpenAI prompt to fix improved transcript. So I think we will work on that tomorrow, or maybe. So it's something we will work soon, because I want to make my script useful not only for my current stream, but all other videos I'm working with. So it would be local video as an input. It would be executed OpenAI prompts to fix improved transcript before we do any processing with it. I mean, any execution prompts. We will support updating in YouTube also transcript subtitles, which is nice. We can, if we love everything, we just could quickly fix the texts here and just click update it. It will update. If you need to update it later, we can do that and update everything again. Yeah, I like that as well. So what we have, and test multiple languages with default prompts. Probably we just need to create new configuration where we need to specify for Whisper with a language. And also probably we can work with testing Whisper prompt. Testing Whisper prompt. It's right now we never use it. We like support it, but we never try it. So let's try it as well. Okay, I think we created a pretty good plan for our next. And yeah, let's create the last one. No. Let's copy. Let's paste it. Let's go here and say it. Update Readme file. It's something we always need to do. It would be our last step. So we would support. We will show how we could use it in different scenarios. Probably we need just update much more examples of usage here, and it would be really nice. Okay, I think that it. And maybe the last step, we will work on creating better prompts for just simpler prompts and better prompts for my channel. And then I can re-execute all the videos using those prompts and see the result. As we saw, it will cost not much. Maybe it will cost for updating like 5 videos about $1. So updating 100 videos, maybe it will cost $20. Also, if that is true, probably, come on, Control C, Control V. Let's look also in the thing which we put here. Okay. Support Azure versus Azure, OpenAI versus OpenAI SDK, both Azure AI and OpenAI SDK. Why it's important? Because in Azure, OpenAI, some organizations, some people has some, some packages which they can use, like some prompts for free or so maybe it will have some sense. Of course, we could add that capability, so to support both way of executing OpenAI, and later probably we could add more other SDKs, not only OpenAI but maybe some others. But right now, because OpenAI and Azure OpenAI are very similar, it's just slightly different in how we call them. So you just need to understand if you call OpenAI or Azure OpenAI. I think it should be very similar. It should be very easy to support. So it's what we want to update about Python script upgrades. And after that, it would be much more useful for me for other videos rather than my streams. Yes, and right now I'm just preparing for full process update YouTube, and I'm just preparing with my late night talk 136. No, it's not 136, it's 137. Please. Okay, now it looks better. I recognized ID. I recognized yesterday ID. So it what I will execute once our stream will finish. So I think that it. I think that it. If you have any other topics you want to discuss or you want me to look into, please share. If you have any questions and if you want to try that YouTube AI helper, actually it's not only YouTube, but it's more video or audio video AI helper. So, but we did it for YouTube, and it can just go to YouTube, download any YouTube video, answer all our questions like what is the best title for that video, what is the best description, video chapters, keywords, create proper transcript for that video, and update it back. And also it could do the very similar things with just local file. It's like, could imagine it's download from YouTube and execute everything else for that. So before we even uploading that to YouTube, we already preparing everything. And now we can go do some updates in the text, just in video file details txt, put video ID of that file and execute it, and it will update it, which is really nice. Okay, I think that it's even we didn't done a lot of coding, I'd say no coding, we did create a plan, which always has very important step if we move in somewhere. And once our Python script would be in perfect state, I think I will switch to implementing that web solution with microservices and with everything else. Even I do a lot of development before. Now I work in different environment, and my experience with Azure and I don't know other programs like .NET and everything is very outdated, and Python is new language for me. So I don't know what I will choose. Maybe I will choose for web development something like .NET, and for microservices it could be even Python. Why not? Yeah, so we'll discover all those steps. And that thing I will not put immediately into Git. So I think about having a way to help others to execute it and maybe somehow monetize it. So yeah, if you have any ideas, please share it with me, leave a comments, etc., etc. As for today, I wish you again happy Thanksgiving, happy day, happy week, happy year, happy upcoming year. Hopefully it would be more peaceful year than before, but everything shows that we have to go nice through several months, at least several weeks of possible escalation, especially in Ukraine. We couldn't do anything with it, but we could do to de-escalate everything around ourselves, de-escalate everything in our families, provide people more love, more acceptance, more wisdom, rather than more aggression, more not non-understanding, not acceptance, and other things. So let's be more kind, more wisdom, more acceptance, and yeah, have beautiful days. And if you will leave me a comment, I would be really happy. Okay, I'm waving you my hand, and once I see that, I will stop the stream, because sometimes I see some delay and I stop several times streams before I stop talking. See you guys. See you guys on my next streams. I will stream tomorrow starting from 11 p.m. Please join me. And